Oh hey, now you guys just saw this video of how I created this style, but just as quick as I created it, it's time to take it down. Why? Honestly, I'm not 100% satisfied with it and I have another idea. So let's take a little break. I'm gonna take the front part down. I'll probably also take the back down too, and then you will see the new hairstyle that I have created just to switch things up. Keep watching. So let's start off by pinning these two back sections away so that it doesn't interfere with our hairstyle. And of course, you're going to need your rat tail comb to make these parts because parts are just as important in this hairstyle. Look, that part didn't come out too bad. Okay, so you clip whatever you're not going to use away. And after a little thought, I made my second part, clipped that away, and then I made a correction in just making sure that this part was nice and neat. If you have to bobby pin any parts or sections of hair, make sure that you do that. It's easier for me to just part all of my sections because I know where I'm going and I don't have to waste my time making parts in between. Anyways, for this specific section, I'm going to be braiding my hair. As you saw, I only added water. I'm not adding any product. I still have product in my hair from when I styled my hair in this hairstyle. So water just reactivated it and I really didn't have to add anything else. I didn't even add edge control, no gel, no nothing. So I'm just braiding up this section. And now that that's done, I am actually braiding the next section. Again, not using water, taking my time, which is why these clips are sped up. You don't need to see me braiding all that hair. Okay, so now here comes the fun part. When it comes to rubber bands, whether it's styling my hair or anyone else's hair, I always make sure that it's dipped in oil because it definitely avoids breakage. When it comes to linking up the hair, it's really self-explanatory. You part your hair in that section, rubber band it. You make your second part. Make sure that your part is nice and clean because it really does help with the finished look. Just like so. And then you just combine the leave out from the previous section and your new section together. And that's about it. Once you are officially done with that link, make sure that you braid the hair all the way to your ends and move on to the next section. Water, I slick it down with a little hard bristle brush, part my hair, and then start linking up the sections. The most important part when linking your hair is to make sure that you don't grab any of the single strands or flyaways that can come in between the section that you're linking. Not linking, but adding the rubber band to. If you have to pin the other leave out, the section that you're not working with, away just to avoid any single strands from entering that section that you are linking, do that because you don't want to rubber band a specific section and then have to pull hair out because it's not supposed to go there. I hope that makes sense. But just make sure that you take your time when you're linking and make sure that if you're not using a specific section of hair, you clip that away so that it doesn't interfere, just like you see me doing right here. Another thing, once you're done with the link in general, I like to tug on the hair in between the rubber bands so that it's not super tight. The last thing you want to do is just cause a lot of stress to your scalp. So make sure that you tug on the hair so that it's not super tight. But specifically for me, that's the look that I was going for. This is the other side officially done. I really love how this front part came out. If you like it, make sure to leave a comment. Let me know down below. But now it's time to tackle this back part. And just like so, I applied new rubber bands to the section, detangled. I even added oil to my ends because my ends were feeling dry, looking dry too. So instead of working on the second section, I'm just gonna work on this one. And what I'm actually doing now is just braiding it. So I wanted to leave this specific clip in because it's the first time that I ever tried braiding links on my hair, especially going upward. So the best way that I can explain to you what I did was, once I reached the section of hair that needed to be incorporated into the braid, I split it into 3 even sections and just integrated it into the previous 3 sections that I already had. So once you're braiding your hair, you have 3 sections. You reach the section that you need to incorporate, and all you do is simply split that into 3 even sections and just combine it, just like you see right there. It was definitely a challenge. I really didn't know how it was going to look, which is why I kept patting my hair just to see if it felt right. But I didn't know what I was doing. This was the first time that I tried it, and that's that I don't know what I'm doing face. So let's move on. To finish off the back braid, I am just opening it up. I want to give it a chunky, messy look. That's the look that I'm going for. If you recreate this look, you can definitely brush your hair down with a diamond brush or anything that will define and slick your hair down, and you can neatly braid it. But again, this is what I was going for. Now the 2 back braids are done, and it's time to work on the front section. So to make things a little more spicy, I decided to add some beads to the braids just to give it a little oomph. So I am just adding some beads to my braids, and then I'm not securing the beads at the end. I thought about it, but I don't need to. And you guys will see why in a minute. More like a couple of seconds. So the beads are the only thing that's showing. You don't see my ends, so I don't need to secure it. I added a couple of more beads to the other 2 braids, and I specifically added a big one just so that it could stand out. So you could really just play with this hairstyle if you want to add some beads, add some accessories to just make it pop. And to secure it, I am just adding some bobby pins to hold it in place. I was thinking about using a hair tie, but bobby pins are definitely more precise, and I didn't want to add a hair tie and just mess up the shape of the bun. To select my edges down, I'm actually still using Miche's twisting butter on my edges. It stays. I have no complaints. So that's just what I'm using. And it looks nice. Stick around a few more seconds, watch the finished look, and hear my final thoughts. Woo! Okay, when I say God is good, God is life. I had this hairstyle in my mind for a day, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to restyle my hair. And I am so happy that I did it. It came out so perfect. It came out so perfect. On this side, I actually wanted to do 2 braids instead of 1, but I just went with it and I just love the style. The beads, these beads right here were not in my original idea, but I'm so glad that I used them because it just added an extra oomph to it. And the 2 buns were not in my original idea. I was just going to add 1 bun. So I did a little changes in between styling my hair, but I am so happy and glad that I went with it. Just went with the flow and the style came out how it came out. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you would wear it. Tell me if you would recreate it. Tell me if you would use the beads or take out the beads or use 1 bun instead of 2 buns. I really wanted the messy look in the back, so that's why I left it the way I did and even opened them up a little bit so they wouldn't look so perfect. But I really, really love this hairstyle. Can you see my smile? I am just so, so happy. Peace and love, many blessings. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you like this style and you want to see more, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to hit the bell so that you get the notifications on this channel. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Kinda out of whack, but you know what I mean. I'll catch you guys later next week. Yeah.